Never owned a chainsaw before, and I'll tell you the reason is most chainsaws are very daunting. They're large, you have to put gas in them, you have to pull start them, they're a nightmare. This is an electric chainsaw, the easiest chainsaw you will ever use, and it's sized down so that people like you can use this, and people like me. I offer these and I'm amazed at how many ladies buy this chainsaw so they can trim up their branches and prune their trees and do it the right way. But you're not just getting a chainsaw today, you're also getting a hedge trimmer. What you basically have is you have the power of a chainsaw that switches, the actual control switches and attaches to the hedge trimmer. So now you're literally getting two tools for $119.95. Never been easier to use. It's all electric, so it's not only good for you and makes life easier, it's good for the environment, so it's not giving off any fumes. They're super quiet. There's no maintenance on them. You don't have to sit there and pump them full of gas, and you don't have to try to start them like that. They're fantastic. I've told people forever, do not be afraid of power tools. If you buy the right tool and one that's sized for you, not this big industrial thing, you're not a landscaper, you just want to do some landscaping, then this is what you want. It's only $119.95, brand new, first time we've offered it, and Peter Kilcullen is here.
Hey, guy.
What's up, sweet Pete?
How you doing?
Dude, last time I was here, you had a pole saw. We love our pole saws. I own one. Having a chainsaw is the greatest thing of all time because you'll be amazed at how many things you can do with it, from preparing firewood to clearing branches and doing all that stuff. Today, we have a chainsaw that also will become a hedge trimmer.
Exactly, two-in-one, and I always like when we're out here and we can talk about something being two-in-one.
Yeah.
And maybe a hedge trimmer is that tool that maybe you've forgotten and you're wondering why those hedges and all those bushes are out of control. Or maybe you're thinking, I'd like to have a chainsaw, but I really need a hedge trimmer.
Right.
Well, now you don't have to think about that anymore. EARTHWISE has thought of everything. It's electric, so we're not gonna talk about gas. We're not gonna have to talk about, trying to pull start any of those tools. This is your hedge trimmer. Super easy. It's so comfortable to use, and they thought of all the safety features as well. So let me show you a little bit. We'll just get this working, and we'll just see, if your hedges and those bushes are, they're just getting out of control, and you want to be able to shape them. You want to be able to keep them looking nice. A lot of us like those hedges in between the neighbors.
Yeah.
I'm sure your neighbors have the huge hedges in between your house and theirs.
Yes.
Keep you out.
Well, they're trying to block me out, but
it's nice to have those hedges, but be able to use this to control those hedges, have them looking good. But then, combined with the hedges, you're going to have low-hanging limbs, things like that. You're going to want to put together some of the trees that you take down for firewood and cut it. You have the chainsaw.
There's things a hedge trimmer won't go through. When you get bigger than about a ½ inch in diameter, then you got to go to the chainsaw, but you have both. And you will use this to prune your trees. You will use this when you've got branches that are overhanging your property, or maybe they're hanging over your driveway and you want to cut those down with the chainsaw, you're able to do that. Right. What I love, Pete, about this, first of all, EARTHWISE is such a great company. It's a green company. They make products that don't give off any fumes and exhaust.
Exactly.
And not only that, but if you buy power tools that need gas are really for professional landscape people. I mean, realistically.
I think years ago, maybe that wasn't even true, that the electric just couldn't live up to what you wanted, even your regular home use. But now, we have these electric tools. They have plenty of power. They can do exactly what you want, so I agree with that.
My neighbor's landscape guy uses an electric trimmer.
Why not?
He's like, why not? I plug it in. It's so easy. I don't have to worry about the motor failing. No combustion, no combustible engine. Here it is when it's a chainsaw. And I will tell you, I would buy it first as a chainsaw because I think that's the greatest tool ever invented, to not have to actually saw something by hand.
Sure.
It makes life so easy. And talk to everybody about how the chainsaw's made, because this is the same kind of bar and chain they use on the big models.
Yeah. Let's go over here. We can show both of them together. Okay. So you're exactly right. 10-inch bar and chain, Oregon bar and chain. Again, that's the industry standard. We have an automatic oiling system, so you don't have to worry about manually oiling that bar and chain. We just keep oil in that reservoir. You can get that bar and chain oil anywhere. It's super simple, and it automatically takes care of that. We have a toolless way. You don't have to do anything to keep that chain tension exactly where we want it. But both of these are electric and easy to use. Both of them have great safety features. Now, I'll just go quickly back to the hedge trimmer, because this is basically what you're getting, a hedge trimmer and that chainsaw. For your hedge trimmer, we've got 18 inches on that cutting blades that move back and forth. And this will go up to 5/8 of an inch in thickness. So exactly like what you're saying, when you get any larger than that, then you might want to start thinking about using your chainsaw. Or if you have to remove hedges, you can take them down and then really go underneath and take care of them with the chainsaw.
These are things you normally are paying somebody $300 or $400 to come for 2 hours and do. Why not buy this tool for $119 and be able to do it whenever you want? Not only that, hedges keep growing all year. They grow all summer, right? Also, I mean, you got to do that over and over. I do my hedges probably every 2.5 weeks. I got to do them. I use the chainsaw at least once or twice a month. Even more now because of the rough winter and people have branches and stuff hanging over their property.
So right now, this is the time where we're going to have that explosive growth. But maybe from the winter time, you have dead limbs, down limbs, chainsaw. But now you have some dead limbs and you have some things you want to prune back with the hedge trimmer. You can do that as well. Then the growth happens. You use them again in the spring, late summer, and then certainly as you go into fall, you want to take everything back, both the hedges and those limbs, so they're not close to the house because we're going to another winter. The snow and rain causes them to get, weighed down, too close to the cars and the windows and the roof. These are the tools to do it. Guy, let me do this real quick. I'll give you the hedge trimmer. That's the hedge trimmer part. So we'll give a quick demonstration so you can see how easy and how well this works. Then I've got to show them how you can go back and forth between your chainsaw and your hedge trimmer in about 10 seconds, which is fantastic. So again, 10-inch bar and chain. I don't know, maybe we have like a 3-inch limb right there. But so smooth, so easy to use. You're gonna love using that. You know what I notice about this? I don't have a tight grip on that. I'm not struggling with it. There's almost no vibration. Or I shouldn't say there's no kickback. There's no, feeling of being out of control. It's always so smooth. And for someone who's never used a chainsaw, I think that's super important. You are going to be able to do this. So you're using this to cut those limbs, but now you're looking at those hedges and they're getting a little out of control. So what we're gonna do here is our snap and lock technology. Watch this, I lift this up. This pulls apart. So there's my chainsaw, I'll leave that right there. And then I'll grab this. This is amazing technology. This snaps together and you can see that snaps up automatically. You push it down and listen to this. Now we're a hedge trimmer.
Cool.
So, I mean, you really will be doing that. Can go back and forth in about 10 seconds. And as we're doing that, again, I want to talk about some of the safety features. Check this out with the hedge trimmer. I'm gonna flip it around for you. So we have the trigger right there, which if I pull, nothing happens. And then we have the safety switch right there. So I have to pull the safety switch. Wait a minute, still nothing happens. Here's what they thought of, Guy. I have to have 2 hands on this at all times. Safety switch, trigger, and squeeze that. If I let go with either hand, this is going to stop. So you are always in control. If anything happens and you feel out of control and you let go with either hand, it's going to stop. So I love that about the safety part of this.
Well, I think that's what people's fear is. They think, when they think of these tools, they think of the one that the landscaper uses. They're different. You're using one that's electric powered, which means you have power on demand. It doesn't stay running once you've started. You know, with a chainsaw, it sits there, it stays on even afterwards. I mean, if the bottom line here is that you want something that's easy to use, something that's not intimidating. That's what both these are. And I love your point about the hedge trimmer because, you've got blades that are going back and forth. You want to make sure your hands are protected. This has that incorporated, not just a guard, but you can't use it unless you're squeezing the guard and keeping your fingers away from the blades. So if you are looking for a way to clean up your property, you know what I call this? Easy spring cleaning. That's what this is. There it is, right there. Easy spring cleaning. Yeah, you like that. I want to make sure you got
I didn't know you
too.
had that.
Yeah, I got that too,
It is nice. I mean, and these are tools, you said earlier, you're going to use them all the time. You're going to use them over and over again. You want to have that really nice look. If you want to square off those hedges perfectly, you can do it. If you want to round off those bushes that you have in front or the side of the house, you're going to be able to do it.
So
and
easy.
then you're going to have a chainsaw that's going to be perfect. Maybe you want to spend this spring and summer and putting that firewood together for the winter time. When we get back to that, you're going to be able to do it. A 10-inch bar and chain. So many jobs that you can do with this, and they're all easy. And the best part is there's going to be no gas to deal with, and there's going to be no issue starting these tools. They're going to start every single time. All you're doing with just all of our Earthwise items is add your extension cord and you're ready to go. And you're gonna feel great. That's the most important thing. You've talked about it before. Whether you're a big, strong guy, whether you're a small, a little more petite lady, you can use these tools. It doesn't matter. Everybody can use them.
I get more phone calls. And like even today, I think we had 8 or 9 people on Facebook and 7 of them were ladies. Because the ladies, they're like, listen, we want tools that we can all use, okay? Just because you may be smaller in stature doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to cut down a tree or a branch or be able to prune your own hedges. A lot of us are empty nesters. A lot of us live alone. And all we have is we have to call somebody, and then we got to wait 3 weeks before they make an appointment to come out. I want to do the chore when I need to do it. I mean, I don't want to wait 2 months while that big branch is hanging over my driveway, getting ready to fall on my car. I want to get out there with a chainsaw, and I want to be able to take care of it now. I don't want to have to call somebody and have them come every month to trim my hedges when I can do it myself. Maybe I'm having a big party and I'm having a get-together. I want to clean up the property. Having both these tools, and remember, you get both.
Right.
This is not, normally we do a chainsaw for, you know, 120 bucks or a hedge trimmer for 49 or 59 or 69. You're getting both, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. The motor powers both tools. And you just saw Peter, how quickly he switched that